Hey there, it's Jenny from Southern Savers. It's time for our Monday night live Q&A. Hopefully we won't have any technical difficulties this week. We switched up some things internet-wise. That seems to be our drawback out in the country, and switched up the phone having power. But either way, we are streaming live to Facebook and to our normal traditional Google Hangout. Now last week, Google Hangout failed miserably, and we all basically just ended up on the the Facebook Live. But if you want to join the chat room at any point and you're on Facebook, you can head over to southernsavers.com. It's the top post on the site right now is a link for how to log in to the chat room on the Hangout that this is actually a part of. But you can ask questions in either place. I can follow Facebook questions and the Google Hangout questions and make sure we're all kind of on the same page as we go along. My plan for tonight is for us to talk about money-saving apps. There are a ton of them. So part of that is even how do you decide what apps to deal with and what apps to ignore? Because there are so many, I can't possibly sit here and have 14 apps on my phone and be taking pictures of all the products that I'm buying in the grocery store and trying to submit all of these apps. It's kind of impossible. And then as one person's already said, Tawana has said in the chat room, Tawana doesn't even have a smartphone. So how does this apply to folks who don't have a smartphone? What apps could we use without that technology? So I know my Facebook folks, that may not apply to you, but there are folks that are in a sense wise because smartphone bills are expensive. So if you haven't taken the leap and you're not paying the monthly payment that the rest of us pay for a smartphone, you're probably a little wiser than the rest of us. But there are some apps that actually work entirely online. So to kind of start out there, Tawana, as we go through tonight, there are some, it's specifically the two that come to mind are SavingStar and Checkout 51. So as we go through the different apps and kind of explain how they work, just stick those two in your mind because SavingStar and Checkout 51, I can use online. I can just submit a picture to their website, take a picture, old school in a sense old school with a digital phone, or not a digital phone, a digital camera, and then upload those pictures like we would have 10 years ago. I can do that to their website and still get the money back. So I don't need a smartphone. One other option for folks that don't have smartphones is a lot of these apps have tablet apps that you can get. So I don't need a smartphone with a data plan. Really minimally, I could get an Android, a cheap Android app, and then minimally the tablet app and make me lose my train of thought. When I have that, use the phone, the phone on the back of the tablet, upload it through the tablet actually have as phone. So as we say apps, just so we're kind of all on the same page, it doesn't have to be an app that I am using literally on a smartphone. It can be on a tablet. It can be me using their website. So as we mentioned earlier, that's SavingStar and Checkout 51. With all of the apps that we're going to talk about tonight, they're all pretty easy. All I need to do is take a picture of my receipt and upload the receipt to the apps, and some of them actually will key off of your card. So some of them, I'm not even gonna need to do anything. So let's start there. That's SavingStar. SavingStar has honestly been around the longest and hopefully is the easiest for some of us because SavingStar has two ways to submit your savings. I can, James, the internet's still not holding for Google Hangout. I don't know if you have any ideas, but just to call IT in for a second. Or I can link a card, CVS, Rite Aid, Food Lion, Piggly Wiggly. There are a number of others in all over the country, but those are just the four right in my neck of the woods. I can link my actual shopper card to it. I can go to CVS, get my card number if I don't even have it. It's online. upload it into the SavingStar system. Only after that one time, the very first time that I create an account, I go in and enter all these card numbers. And then now, anytime I buy something at CVS, if it had a SavingStar coupon with it, I automatically can get that money back in my SavingStar account. So these mobile apps, this is a big point to not miss. These mobile apps, I can out not at the register, but in their account, kind of like a little tiny savings account. That's how I'm gonna earn my savings, is in these little accounts, and then get that money back when I have $10 saved up is most of the thresholds. Checkout 51 is $20 saved up. So I go into the store, I buy an item in the store, I use a coupon on the item in the store. Get that point, because that's a very fun one. I use a coupon on the item in the store. I come home and I submit my receipt to one of the various, or many of the various app companies that are there. So with all of the different apps, we can actually pair them together. So I could submit a receipt to Ibotta. I could submit a receipt to Checkout 51. It's the same trip. It doesn't matter. They're different companies. But just so you're kind of seeing how this can all play in together. Because I went into the store, I used a paper coupon the way I planned to. I come home and I start using all of these other apps, and becomes like icing on the cake for everything. So just to kind of chime back in on my Google Hangout folks, I am having the same issue that I had last week, and I can't see any comments in the chat room. So this is gonna be tricky, but I think right now everyone can still see on the Google Hangout. What I'm gonna do is try to have my mom relay them to me, because I think she is in the chat. We'll tag team tonight. But just so y'all know, I can't join you in the chat room. Facebook folks, I can see you and all of your questions. So Jenny, that just asked in the questions, I'm gonna get to MobiSave in just a second, so I will try to answer your question there, but let's finish in SavingStar because they are the easiest. So I go in, I've uploaded my CVS card, I've uploaded my Rite Aid card, all of these stores, I don't have to do any work. I just buy the item in the store, I scan my CVS card in the store, and CVS tells SavingStar what I bought. It's like a mail-in rebate, but I didn't have to think about it. All I needed to do first was go to SavingStar and then load all the coupons. So if you've never been there before, go to SavingStar.com, click all the coupons that you want to load. You see activate, activate, activate. And then as you go through, they're all turn green once you activate, and you're good to go. I'm good to buy these items now, and then get the money back. Really within like 24 hours, 48 hours, it'll be done, and the money will be in your account for SavingStar. Now, if I didn't shop at CVS or one of the stores that has a card, so like Publix, Target, Walmart, Dollar General, there are tons of stores here that don't have a card. And then I come home and I take a picture of my receipt, and your receipt could be like as long as my dining room table. That's okay. You're gonna break it into multiple pictures. So I'm gonna take picture 1, then picture 2, then picture 3. Their app will walk you through it. Now, if you're not using the app, if you are instead using their website, it'll still kind of walk you through it, but you're really gonna upload your own pictures. So you'll need to do a good job of knowing where you started and where you stopped. But the app is gonna walk you through it if you use the app. Once I upload the picture, it usually takes 24 to 48 hours. They verify your purchase using some numbers that are on the receipt, looking for the items that you bought, and you have the money back in your account. So it's not really that complicated. It takes about maybe 5 minutes. You will scan the barcodes of your products too. So I would actually recommend, as soon as you get home, before the groceries even hit the pantry, that we just kind of have all the groceries in a pile on the floor and we start digging out what has an app coupon with it. And remember, if you're using the shopping lists from Southern Savers, that's on there. I'm gonna match in any app coupons I know about so that when you've made your shopping list, you can't forget them. You'll always know that they're right there as you're trying to head to the store. So we've got SavingStar kind of figured out. There are 3 different types of offers in SavingStar, and they're the only app that really does this. So most of the apps, when I buy something, it's like a traditional coupon. It's $2 off of whatever the product was. But SavingStar has two others that are not traditional coupons. One is a 20% off produce offer. They have it every single week. So the produce offer, as it comes through, is 20% off mangoes, 20% off bananas, whatever it happens to be for that week. That particular offer, I'm getting 20% back on my total purchase, but only one time. So don't start buying bananas at every store in a 40-mile radius. One purchase of bananas, you're gonna get 20% back on. The other kind of coupon that's not traditional at SavingStar is their one or many offers. And you'll see this as soon as you load their page, which is SavingStar.com, or you load their app. Their one or many offers is get $5 back when you buy $30 worth of Charmin. These offers actually track you across multiple stores, which is super cool because I don't have to go into the store today and buy $30 worth of toilet paper. I could buy 2 packs of toilet paper and have $12 towards that SavingStar offer and then come back and finish it up. And you've actually got months to finish it. When these usually come out, they're good for 2 or 3 months every single time. So don't be in a rush to feel like you have to, run out and buy some massive amount of toilet paper. Just do it slowly. It'll keep tracking you across all the stores that they work with. Jill was asking, how do we know what items qualify for SavingStar? Jill, you're going to see it clearly on their site, all of the current coupons. So it's going to be, click here to load this one, click here to load this one. It's specific products. So you're not going to be in the dark as to knowing what these products are or how to earn that money back. So that's kind of one last thing on the one or many offers because I like this part the most. The money required is before coupons. So right now, for example, there is an offer for $5 back when you buy $30 worth of Charmin. And anyone that lives near a Bilo or a Winn-Dixie, we have a really, really great deal on Bounty and Charmin this week in Bilo and Winn-Dixie stores. After coupons, you get Charmin for $3 a pack. Before coupons, the Charmin is $6 a pack. So when I go to do that SavingStar, buy $30 worth of Charmin, get $5 back, it's actually tracking you at the $6 amount that you're spending before coupons on the Charmin. So I could buy 5 packs of Charmin if in a sense. I don't know that you need to dive into it all in one week, but you could. You would have purchased the $30 requirement, but really you would have only spent $15. So just so you kind of see that, it's tracking you before the coupons that you used in the store. I'm still gonna earn the $5 back. So that's the really, really fun part with SavingStar. Mei-Hing, I agree with you. I completely love that these can be stacked. And one thing to note on stacking e-coupons and paper coupons is that we have seen some changes. For example, ShopMium, anybody who was using ShopMium was recently purchased by coupons.com. And coupons.com, they don't even like you to match a coupon with a sale. They're kind of really particular and difficult on that one. So they have, as a whole, just eradicated stacking with a paper coupon. So if ShopMium sees that you used a coupon, they won't give you their offer back. They're the only ones that are doing this as a whole across the whole app. As a result, not only did they change that, but they also kind of kicked out some stores because they said their receipts weren't useful to them. So we can't use ShopMium at CVS and Publix and other places. So my response was that we actually just kicked them out of the Southern Receivers database. So you won't find ShopMium matched in with any of your grocery list anymore because it was too hard for me to remember what stores did they work with, what stores didn't they work with, and to make sure that we never inadvertently match them with the wrong store. So ShopMium is out because they're no longer allowing stacking. We are seeing a few Checkout 51 offers that came out recently that also say that they cannot be used with paper coupons. So whenever that applies, I'm trying to put it in the database just like that. So you'll see that in the matchups. $1 off Gain laundry detergent cannot be used in parentheses with any other coupons. So just so you don't mess up those particular ones, it's just a few of them. It's not a ton of them, but just so you're aware before you go diving in. There are a few kind of hidden ones with Checkout 51. And Kara, you're right. SavingStar one or many deals actually track by shelf price at every store. So that's just how they track across the board, is the sale price for the day before any coupons, which makes them even better deals, because we're always going to try to have a coupon to pair in, and definitely to have a sale to use them with. So that's SavingStar as a nutshell. When you have $10 saved up in SavingStar, you can get it back in a direct deposit to your bank, and a few other options like gift cards and whatnot that they offer. We just do the direct deposit to the bank though, so that it's instant, get it right then as soon as you hit that $10 threshold. To move on in apps, Checkout 51 is my next favorite. Checkout 51 has a ton of offers. They were recently bought by SmartSource. So we see all of these big, huge coupon giants kind of trying to get into the mobile side of the world. And this was a good purchase for SmartSource. Checkout 51's system is really the best that's around, in my opinion. They have a ton of offers, and every week those offers reset, meaning every Thursday they're all new again. You could have gone to the store and bought it Tuesday and submitted the offer on Tuesday, and I can still come back on Thursday. If that coupon resets and it's back in the app on Thursday, I can buy it again. And that's a fun part, because with Ibotta and some of the other ones, you're gonna feel like the same coupons are there. And we see that a little bit in Checkout 51 now that they've been bought. But if it's, I can just keep redeeming it. Where in the other apps, once I redeem it, it's gone. I'm not gonna get another option. Just a heads up on that though, is that I can still only redeem one. Occasionally an item has a limit of 2 or 3 or more that can be redeemed on the same receipt. But normally it's just one. So if you're thinking, well, I'm gonna cash in on this, I don't wanna go in and still buy 10 of them in the same purchase, because when I take that big receipt out and I take all those pictures of it, I'm actually still only gonna get that coupon one time. I'm gonna have to make another purchase really in a couple of days, because they reset every Thursday, to get another rebate back from Checkout 51, just to kind of clarify there. So with all of their offers, 90%, 95% of them can be used with coupons, so don't panic. I know I mentioned them just a second ago, but they can be used with paper coupons in the store. You come home, submit your receipt. Checkout 51, like I mentioned earlier, to Tawana, is one of the ones that can be used online. So if you do not have a mobile phone or even a tablet, you could just go to the Checkout 51 website and upload your receipt there without having to have the app. Someone in the Google Hangouts asking, is BerryCart a good app to use? So BerryCart, we'll just jump there next, is just like SavingStar, or I'm sorry, just like Checkout 51. I go to the store, I buy the items, come home, submit my receipt. BerryCart can be a great app to use, especially if you like organic and green products as a whole. That is their focus. That's all they're really wanting to let in coupon-wise. They're being really selective with the brands that they're choosing to feature or really choosing to work with, which is kind of funny in today's world if you think about it, because if I want to put my coupon in your app, I'm actually paying you to put my coupon in your app, but they're being selective as to whose money they're taking. So they only want to work with organic brands. And if that is what you're usually purchasing, then go for it in terms of using BerryCart. BerryCart originally, when it came out, only worked at a few select stores, but they have definitely expanded and they now work at a lot more stores. But it's a good one to use specifically for organic. Works the exact same way, still has a threshold that you're working towards. When you meet that threshold, you can get it out through a PayPal deposit, gift cards, lots of options. A couple off-topic questions, but that's fine because that's the fun part about a Q&A. You can kind of try to stump me on anything if you want. So an off-topic question really quick from Google Hangout, and then James, I'll get to your question. What are my thoughts on the Walmart change? Is this in every store in our area, and why did they make it? So Walmart, if you haven't heard, is testing in 500 stores across the US the ending of price matching as a whole. So that it's not just price matching local ads, it's actually also ending price matching online deals, which they haven't done that long. So I was kind of sad to see the online part go away as well. In my neck of the woods, some of our bigger Walmarts are part of that price match ending. And Teray, to kind of answer your question, I don't actually know if it is every store in our area or not. I've been to and spoken to folks at 2 different Walmarts, specifically Bush River and the brand new one out in Irmo. But for all the other ones, I don't know. And for folks in other areas, I don't know where your areas are either that are or are not doing this test. But I can tell you as a whole, it looks like this is going to be where Walmart corporate goes. It's kind of sad. And my thoughts on this would be that Walmart cannot compete with a grocery store sale. I have always said that Walmart does not have sales. They have always low prices, which means absolutely nothing is on sale. You can buy it today if you want to, but it's not on sale. So if you want to go into the store and you want to just load up on always low prices that are really going to cost more than the grocery store, go for it. But I'm going to save more money if I'm in a grocery store getting the grocery store sale prices. Now, if your Walmart still has a price match, take full advantage of it. They will price match any grocery store within a 50-mile radius. So for a lot of us, this opens up a lot of stores. So Irene, you're saying your store still has it, which is great. For the folks that have lost it, no more price match. They are still running with the Savings Catcher app, so I can still take a, that snapshot of that QR code at the bottom of my receipt and see what they find for me. But remember with the Savings Catcher app that over a year ago, they took out produce and meat. So it's already not comparing produce and meat with other stores. And I think you're going to find that it misses a lot of other deals that you would have normally price matched at the register anyway. So we kind of missed out as a whole with the loss. Personally, for me, Teray, I would kind of negate Walmart as a whole. There are some deals. I actually went there last week for the first time in ages to coupon, specifically to coupon. And we did pretty well. We grabbed about 30 products and spent about $15. That was the goal, was to see how much I could get for less than 20. And then I ran out of time in prepping. We probably could have added to how many items we got, but at some point you turn into crazy mom and you just need to get to the store. So there are still deals to be had there, but honestly, it's like a treasure hunt. I'm just going for these specific items. I'm not going to stock up on anything. I'm not going to stock the pantry. I'm just going for random free waterproof tape and free Star-Kissed tuna, just random odds and ends throughout the store versus a big trip because of the lack of price matching. Safeway, Rachel, I am familiar with Safeway. They are a nationwide store. We actually used to cover Safeway and Randall's on the site, and just because of not many people being interested in it, we dropped them. But they do have some great sales, and there are some sites that do cover them. So if you kind of go hunting for Safeway coupon matchups, you'll find some lists that may be helpful in finding those deals. So to go back to James's question, you're getting your Zaycon chicken order tomorrow. We are too. Congratulations. Zaycon's where we get most of our meat from. It's bulk, 40 pounds of chicken that James is getting tomorrow. Looking for feedback on using a food saver to feed my chicken versus traditional freezer bags. Do I feel the cost of the food saver bags is worth it compared to using Ziploc freezer bags? So James, I've been using food saver to seal our meat for probably 4 or 5 years now, the same food saver. So the upfront cost may seem a little high, but the long-term cost, it lasts. It's a little tiny small kitchen appliance, and we've not had any issues with it. Cost-wise, I don't know why, but I have always stuck with the name brand bags. And I will tell you, I can't tell you how they work yet, but I will tell you that I just bought through Amazon yesterday a massive roll of off-brand bags that work in the food saver system, or off-brand roll really, because you cut them and make your own bags. So I'm excited and hoping that this off-brand works just as well. The reviews on Amazon are off the charts. Folks love them. To give you an idea, I don't even remember the size, but I think it was something like 50 feet of 11-inch rolls is, and it was 2 of those for like $17, where you could get maybe a fourth of that in the name brand bags for twice as much money. So it's a really good deal bag-wise. Now, why is it worth it? I know I always get off in deal mode and not necessarily get straight to your answer. We have not had any issues with freezer burn. And most of the time when we get Zaycon orders, those orders, it takes us a good 3 months to use all of the chicken that was in that 40-pound box, or 3 months to use all of the ground beef. So I need it to last for a lot longer than where you would normally, maybe you grabbed 4 or 5 pounds of chicken at the grocery store and you put it up in a Ziploc bag for a few weeks. This time it's gonna last a lot longer. And I have been very pleased with the vacuum sealer and kind of getting all of the air out. I'm not gonna say you have to go that route, but I would give you like 2 thumbs up on going that route. If you want a deal on a vacuum sealer, so you're picking it up tomorrow, so you're kind of tight pressed. But from what I've found on last minute deals for vacuum sealers, the best deal that's out there is usually at Bed Bath & Beyond using the 20% off coupon. So if you sign up for their emails, they'll email you one, you'll be ready to use it tomorrow in the store. From time to time, Food Saver does put out a $25 off Food Saver coupon. I'm not sure if they have one right now, but I can check the database really quick. If you have the extra coupon, then don't forget that Bed Bath & Beyond takes manufacturers' coupons as well. I know we have had one for the bags. We just have one for the bags. There's a Target Cartwheel for bags as well right now for containers, bags, and rolls, but excludes the appliances, so that doesn't help us either. But getting the Food Saver at Bed Bath & Beyond and using the 20% off coupons probably your best bet tomorrow, and or maybe a local Kohl's store if you have one. Using a Kohl's coupon code, you can select to pick up in your local store, so you can actually order it online, select to pick up in your local store, and grab it tomorrow too. Just to kind of test both of those to see which one you're getting. Rachel, since we're on meat, Rachel's question is, what's the price per pound? So Zaycon's chicken, I think it's about $1.69 a pound. They ran a lot of coupon codes this quarter on chicken. So a lot of folks managed to get that Zaycon even cheaper, more like $1.54, so on with the, there were some $10 off a case and various coupon codes that they had. But that's the general price range, is between $1.69, sometimes as high as $1.89 a pound. The hard part with Zaycon is that they come through with each meat once every 3 months. So like James is saying, in my area tomorrow, they deliver 2. Maybe we live in the same city, I don't know. They won't come back with chicken for another 3 months. So you can try to grab an order if it's coming in your neck of the woods in the next few days. They may still have some room on that truck and may be able to add you to the order, but you may have also missed chicken. They sell a lot of other meat too, just so it's not just chicken. Okay, we're gonna jump back into app mode, but feel free to ask any other questions that you have. And Jeanette asks another one that's a specific app, so we'll go there. Receipt Hog, is it a good app? Jeanette, someone always asks me about Receipt Hog whenever we cover mobile apps on our Q&As, and I will tell you I'm not a fan. Receipt Hog does not have specific coupons that I'm redeeming to then get savings back. Their funding is by selling your data. So I take a picture of my receipt. They data mine my receipt to figure out what I'm buying. And when you first set up your account, you're also telling them about you too, so that now they know that I'm a mom, I'm married, I have this many kids, and this is what I bought. And then they can sell that data, and that's how they make money, so that you can then turn around and get your rewards from Receipt Hog. The other apps like Checkout 51 and Ibotta and all these that we've been talking about, they go and sell coupon space to those brands. Procter & Gamble pays Checkout 51 to offer an Herbal Essences coupon. They pay by the redemption. So this is actually cheaper for Procter & Gamble than putting out an actual paper coupon in the mail, because if I'm Procter & Gamble, I only pay if you use it. I don't have to pay if you don't use it. It's pretty great, where what goes in the newspaper, they just pay across the board to get it in, and then if you redeem it, they pay again, basically. So it has two costs to them. So it's really looking at how is an app making money? And if they're making money by selling my data, I'm kind of out. I don't really need you to data mine me and you to make money off of it. Yes, I get gift cards from it, but believe me, they're making a lot more money off of your data than you're getting back in gift cards. So I do not use Receipt Hog. You're welcome to. I'm not going to say that they're a horrible company. And if you're cool with it, then go for it. I'm just not. That's always been kind of my take on it. So since you're asking, that's my opinion. Okay. Scrolling down just to make sure. And James, yes, I will chime in and tell you how the off rolls work, because if they do work great, and I want to not just say, hey, they work great on night one, but just to really see how they work long term, it's a huge savings over the name brand Food Saver bags, which in all these years I've never switched from. So it's time to try something out. For Zaycon coming to New York, you know what? If you head to their website, which is zayconfresh.com, you can type in your zip code and it will show you every location that they come to. So you'll be surprised. They really are all over the US, and you may find that they're right in your neck of the woods for being able to pick up meat products, and they sell all sorts of things. Okay, let's jump back to apps. I think I'm caught up on questions. So with the other apps that are out there, we've talked SavingStar, we've talked Checkout 51. If you're joining in late, you can always watch this whole thing either on the Southern Savers YouTube page or on the Facebook page as well. It'll be in both places, but just so you kind of know that, we'll try to keep moving forward. Other apps that I would recommend other than SavingStar and Checkout 51, Ibotta, I've kind of mentioned their name a few times. They work exactly like Checkout 51. With Ibotta, I come home, I take a picture of my receipt, I upload it to their app. Ibotta does not have an online presence other than really just pictures of what their coupons are. You have to have the app. So for Ibotta, I have to use a tablet or a smartphone, unlike SavingStar and Checkout 51, where I could have used them online too. With Ibotta, we have a ton of offers. I want to say there are over 400 plus offers right now. It's kind of insane. We don't see them refresh on any particular day. They just will sit there for a really long time. That's my only frustration with them, because you're going to get kind of tired of them sitting there and not going anywhere, especially the ones you don't want. But there are tons of offers to use. A few things to be aware of with Ibotta. A number of their offers are store specific, meaning I will open up Walmart, because you do this by store. So I go into Ibotta, I say, hey, I'm headed to Walmart, and I look at all the offers that are there. You'll notice Walmart has a ton, and then I can click on Publix, and Publix may have half of what is available in Walmart. So it is store specific. There will be a lot more offers depending on the store that you decide to shop in. Don't make that change your mind as to where you shop, but just so you know, when you go to redeem a coupon, I need to make sure that before I buy it, it really was good at the store that I bought it at. With Ibotta, I've got 7 days to redeem my receipt. So I go to the store, I can come home and take a picture. I would recommend not waiting that long, but technically you could. A fun tip with Ibotta, I can actually go to the store, buy the item, and come home and not unlock the offer until after I've bought it. It doesn't have to be unlocked before you buy it. And what I mean by that is Ibotta always makes you jump through a tiny little hoop. So I have to learn a fact, I have to take a poll, I have to watch a video, and the video is maybe 20 seconds. It's not really that hard. But I have to do various things to unlock all of the offers that I plan on redeeming. You don't have to unlock them until you've bought them. So it's not actually, it just cares that my receipt and me unlocking them were on the same day, but it's not going down to the minute as to when you purchased them to decide that it was before or after the purchase. So fun little fact. When I've saved up $10 in the Ibotta app, I can get it out through PayPal or through a number of gift card options. Ibotta is also offering a $10 bonus right now. If you've never used them and you sign up, and you submit your first receipt. So it's not just signing up, but you submit your first receipt, you'll get a $10 bonus. So you have your first payout the minute you submit a receipt, well worth at least trying out and getting a feel for. To go back a second, Oh, and Jessica asks, in terms of the referral programs, Ibotta and all the other sites do have referral programs, meaning you share it with a friend and you make money for sharing it too. So you can get $5 from Checkout 51. It's really Ibotta and SavingStar are the primary ones here. Or sorry, Ibotta and Checkout 51. Checkout 51 just rolled out a referral program, so it's not something that's been around for ages. It's been around for about a week. Ibotta has always had a referral program. It's definitely worth, sharing with friends occasionally, but your friends will also get very tired of you constantly trying to get them to sign up for an app too. So just kind of don't drive them crazy. But it is a way for you to earn a little bit of extra. It adds in right into your pot, and then you can just get it out the same way you would normally get out all of the rebates that you're also redeeming. Okay. So Jessica's earned a bunch of money with Receipt Hog. Receipt Hog is trustable. It's been around for a long time. I haven't heard anybody say they haven't gotten their earnings from them. I'm just more sharing how they work in terms of my not really wanting to be a part of everything that I purchased. So hopefully that makes sense. Okay. To keep moving on, and then Jenny, I'll get to your question on the Bank of America. Give me a second to dig through and see if it's still running. With other apps, we talked BerryCart, Ibotta, Checkout 51, SavingStar, MobiSave. And MobiSave had some questions as well that I deferred. So MobiSave is another one where I take a picture of my receipt. MobiSave differs from the other ones in that as soon as I submit a receipt, I actually get my payment back immediately to PayPal within a couple of hours, or supposedly that's what it's supposed to be. Now, a lot of folks are having issues with MobiSave not accepting receipts right now. And I had never had that issue until last week. And my problem, I would like to blame it not on the app, but on the Walmart receipt, which was very faded. It was kind of, more like the machine was out of ink and they should have replaced the ink ages ago, but they didn't. So I'd like to blame it on that and that's why it didn't work. But yeah, it didn't work. They wouldn't honor any of them. They kept just saying, we need a better scan, we need a better scan, but I couldn't take a better scan. That was the receipt. It's not gonna get any better than what I have. Okay, so I just, let's see, clicking through on the Bank of America to try to answer your question really quick. It looks like it's currently down. The link's not working anymore, so I don't know if it is still good or not if you didn't get it, but we have seen it come up before, so I would just kind of watch for it to come back. And I would recommend not signing up unless they tell you that that's the offer. So you could try to call the phone number that pops up when you click on the link in the old post. It sends you to a page that gives you a phone number. You could call and ask, but I would still want it kind of in writing because that's the main reason you're getting the card is for the $200 cash back. The gift card options on redeeming from apps. It's a good question. Are they physical gift cards, or are they ones where they send you a code? Most of them are going to be ones where they send you it online so that I can redeem it online. It's more like an e-gift card versus a physical gift card because most of these app companies don't do any physical mailing. Really, Checkout 51 is the only one. When I hit a threshold with Checkout 51, they mail you a check. That's their way of paying you, but nobody else does that. So everybody else is going to do it the fast way. How can I get this gift card to you with no cost? So it's coming in your email. That's where you're going to look for it, or even in the app, depending on where you are, what app we're using. Okay, making sure I'm keeping up on everybody's questions. Y'all are doing great tonight, keeping me busy. So with MobiSave, I kind of paused in the middle of that. They are having issues with people uploading receipts to them, but hopefully you will get them to work. What I would recommend on MobiSave is that you not go into the store and buy something because there's a MobiSave offer, because the result of coming home and I didn't get that offer back is very discouraging. But you only bought it because there was an offer in the first place. So kind of take yourself out of that position. If you're going to buy it already and it has a MobiSave offer, great. But don't just add it to the list because of an offer, just to find they didn't accept the receipt. And maybe it's not, maybe it's just Walmart. I don't know. I don't know what everybody else is having issues with. Y'all can chime in and say where your receipts have or have not been accepted from. But for me, that was the first one that I've had issues with, but it was a total no-go no matter how I tried to resend the pictures. Okay, Shopkick. Let's talk about that one. Shopkick is completely different. Not specific coupons, but Shopkick now, I enter a store, it's almost like Foursquare, if you remember back to Foursquare. I say that I'm in the store, I earn kicks for going in the store. I can get kicks by scanning different products in the store, and then I can redeem those kicks for gift cards. Jennifer, I would agree with you. A lot of people are seeing the kicks go down. I think part of that problem is that we're also seeing so many mobile apps come into the market right now that they're really all fighting for each other for brand recognition and brand money. And that's how Shopkicks was making their money too, by going to Procter & Gamble and saying, you know what, hey, we're going to have them scan your Pantene products. They're actually going to hold it in their hand and they're going to be much more likely to put it in their cart. Well, Procter & Gamble wants you to actually buy the Pantene, and a coupon is a way to verify that you bought the Pantene. So you're seeing a lot of brands kind of decide they're not really into the kicks side of things. They're more into the coupon side of things. So Shopkicks has kind of been struggling on those points here lately. And maybe we'll see them come back. This is also the slowest quarter as a whole for couponing. Even coupons.com corporate will say, we expect a slowdown in June and July, and they expect it to tick back up as soon as all the kids go back to school. Personally, I would think if your kids aren't in school, you should sit them down and you should make them all cut coupons. My kids, when it's a Tuesday afternoon, it's like a family thing. When you're done with your school, because we homeschool, when you're done with your school, you come over and we print out our shopping list and we all cut coupons so that we're ready to go on Wednesday morning. So put them to work. Don't take the summer off. But that's kind of what tradition shows that a lot of people are doing. So maybe we can blame it on that too, Jennifer, and that might make Shopkicks better in the fall as things get better. Okay, so item alerts on Southern Savers. We do have an item alert feature where if you're wanting to know when something goes on sale, we will send you an email and tell you. And Lauren is saying specifically she has 5 items listed but has never received an email. Lauren, I can have my developer who kind of handles all that back end look into it and see why it's not. Looking at the 5 things that you're tracking, which is Pantene shampoo, Pampers diapers, Huggies diapers, Vaseline, and Right Guard. I don't think that any of those are too specific. I think that they're very, it's just a brand name. What I mean by that is if you do set in item alerts in your account in the Southern Savers system, you don't want to set in like Huggies size 2 diapers. It's only going to track however I enter them into shopping lists because that's what's in the database. So it can't do it down to, a scent or a flavor of Hamburger Helper. It's going to do it for the brand. And even then, being more vague is probably good. Pantene shampoo might be a tricky one. You might more just want to say Pantene because typically when the whole brand is on sale, when it is on sale, the whole brand is on sale with it. So sometimes just a brand name is enough for you. So I want to track Tide or Tide detergent. Huggies diapers should be fine. Pampers diapers. So I'll look into it and we'll see what's going on, Lauren. I know for a little bit we were having some issues with them, but we figured out what those issues were. And I get emails every day that the items are on sale, and Huggies diapers is one that I specifically track. So you should definitely at least be getting that one to show up. But Lauren, if you will shoot me an email, Jenny@southernsavers.com, I can kind of send over your account to our developer and get him to kind of dig in specifically for you, and let's see what's going on as to why you haven't gotten one. And that, let's go there for a second. It's a way to kind of go to a shameless plug, but one money-saving app that I would recommend is the Southern Savers app. If you haven't already downloaded it, it's free as well. And with the Southern Savers app, obviously it's a mobile version of the site, but we've also tried to bring in some other features that we've built into the site. So you have your savings tracker there to where you can be entering your receipts and how much you spent, how much you saved, and keep an idea or a good picture of what your savings looks like over the course of the whole year, over the last month. You can even do it by store. There are the item alerts in the app. There's also a way for you to scan barcodes. So this is a huge way for you to save on non-grocery items. The barcode scanner in the Southern Savers app was not built to help you on groceries. It was built to help you on price matching. So Walmart's out, but Target is still in, Best Buy, Staples, Toys R Us, Babies R Us. All of these stores price match online retailers. So I could go into Target or Best Buy, pick up a DVD, scan the barcode on the back of the DVD, and the Southern Savers app is going to show you everywhere that DVD is on sale right now online. So I can know who has the best price. A great example, if I went into Target today and I picked up the Peanuts DVD, you're already in Target. Obviously, you could order any of these online too, but the point is that you're already in the store. You can grab it in the store. So I'm in Target. I see the Peanuts DVD. I scan the barcode on the back of the Peanuts DVD. I'm going to find out that Amazon has that Peanuts DVD on sale for $11.99. Target has it on sale for $22. Well, all I have to do is walk up to Target's customer service and say, hey, this DVD is on Amazon today for $11.99. They scan it too, the same exact type of system. They have to do it with their iPad. That's just how Target works. Best Buy also has to pull it up on their device. They see that it's $11.99. You get it for the Amazon price right now in Target. So that's what the barcode scanner in the Southern Savers app was built for, specifically to help you with online price matching. Again, at Target, Staples, Best Buy, Babies R Us, Toys R Us, and Walmart, if you still have a Walmart store that's price matching. We already talked about the stores that are stopping, but some stores are definitely still. It's only 500 stores that they've announced that have stopped. So that's still a quite large, significant number that is still price matching for right now. Another feature that Jessica said she loved is the item search. This is on the main site too, but we've built it into the mobile app so that if you're looking for who has the best deal right now on Tide detergent, I can type in Tide detergent and it's going to show me every deal in the area. And you can submit a deal through the mobile app. There are a number of things that the mobile app has been built to help you with. So hopefully you can download that and save even more using it. Diana asks, my sister and I share a BJ's membership. I've been using SavingStar for a long time, and my sister just started using it as well. Even though the cards have two different names, they give us the same number. Unknowingly, we've both registered the same number with our separate accounts. How do you think SavingStar would handle this kind of situation? It totally makes sense. And the tricky part with that, so to go back, when we talked about SavingStar, there are some stores with SavingStar that are card-based stores, meaning I don't hold out a big receipt and take pictures of it. And instead, I scan my card and the amount comes off. So BJ's is a card-based store, from what you're saying. I confess I don't have a BJ's in my neck of the woods, so I wouldn't have a BJ's card to enter in it. But I'm logging in now to just make sure. If BJ's is a card-based store, then you're going to run into a tricky part with that, because you do both have the same account number with BJ's, and SavingStar is going to look at it as having the same receipt. So y'all are going to have to be either really vigilant to not redeem each other's offers, which may not be what you want to do, and in that, meaning that you actually don't go into SavingStar and select that you want things until you go shopping at BJ's. Maybe I don't know how you would be able to keep them separate, because SavingStar is going to see it as the same card number, and they're not going to let you redeem them twice. Trying to see, let's see, add more stores. I don't see BJ's actually as an option for me in add more stores. I see Sam's as an option. Maybe it's just because of where I live. Well, with that one, I may try to contact SavingStar Corporate. They're pretty good at answering responses, but as some folks learned, Portere, it can take a few days for them to get back to you. But maybe emailing them and just saying, this is the situation, we're both using your app, but we share the same BJ's account, you know, how will you handle this? And just getting their response on that one. But to my knowledge, you'll only be able to redeem that offer one time across both accounts, and may even run into difficulty with it only allowing one of you to really use the card versus both of you to use the card in the end. So I can't give you a definite answer because I haven't ever shared a card with someone other than my husband, and he unknowingly uses coupons all the time. But that's coming out of my budget. So it's just you're gonna have to email them, but I would love to hear the response. So when you do get an answer from them, Diana, if you could email me, I would enjoy just seeing what they told you in terms of you both sharing it. I'm sorry, it can't be more of a precise answer to help. Do mobile cashback apps accept online receipts? Great question. Most of them do. Checkout 51, for instance, will even say when you pull up the actual coupon, if I'm looking at all the details of the coupon, it will say that you can submit a packing receipt. So for instance, if you used Amazon Pantry and you ordered a huge Amazon Pantry box, then I could take a picture of the Amazon Pantry box packing list, and I could submit that to Checkout 51 to get all of those offers back as well. The tricky part is in how that's gonna pair in with purchase dates and submitting receipts. And that would be my concern with Checkout 51. I've never tried to submit a packing receipt, mostly because I find most of our grocery and household deals to be much cheaper in stores versus online. But Checkout 51 specifically, like if I bought something online on a Wednesday, are they looking at the date that I received it? Are they looking at the date that it's shipped? But that date is really important to them as to whether or not they'll accept the mobile offer submission in the first place. So I wouldn't buy a ton and then hope that I could get all that money back. I would test with like one product and make sure they really do have that kink worked out in terms of what date are we looking at? The date that it was shipped, the day that it was packed, the day that I ordered it, so that I don't miss out on that receipt back. Does Ibotta share my data? And what is the and what day to check for the latest rebates in cashback apps? Most of these sites do have privacy notices that they don't share data except with the sites. Like if Ibotta has a coupon for a specific product, they do have to tell that company who redeemed it. They tell them that in a bulk sense. So they don't say Jenny Martin redeemed your coupon. Instead, they would say, we saw 1,000 people redeem your coupon. 54% of them were women, 50% of them were married, that site. So you get lumped in big data, but not in specific data. So I don't know if that helps to answer the questions. Best day to look for new coupons. Great question there too. Depends on the app. So Checkout 51, every Thursday, new coupons are loaded. Ibotta, Thursday's their big day too. For Ibotta, we'll sometimes see 50 to 100 new offers go up on Thursdays. Not every Thursday having that many, but a lot of Thursdays having a good number. SavingStar is the first day of the month. So you're gonna find it's different for everyone, but you'll kind of learn the routines. Whenever we see a whole bunch of new ones, I also try to put that in the daily coupon advisory email. So if you get the Southern Savers emails, kind of try to alert you, hey, there's a whole bunch of new Ibottas or a whole bunch of new Checkout 51s. Make sure you grab those, and then you can't miss them. They're all right there in your email, so that you're aware of everything that is new. That's the goal. Darcy asks, can I use the coupon on Amazon Pantry? You can for some items. So there are actually pantry specific coupons. For some of the items that Amazon has coupons for, if I'm trying to pack a pantry box, it won't let me. It's almost like it has pantry items in a separate portion of the site. And I will confess, in my knowledge of Amazon Pantry, I've only used it one time because, like I said, I tend to find that the deals are much, much better in local stores than online. But dealing with Amazon Pantry, because it's in its own little section of the world, it sometimes isn't going to be as easy to use all of the coupons that are available for everything else. So we're talking about Amazon Prime Pantry, by the way. In terms of being part of Amazon Pantry, you have to be part of Prime to be able to get it. There are some good deals there, but just not as good. So I pulled it up just so I could give you an example. Just on the homepage of Prime, they have Viva paper towels, a 6-roll count for $7.63. Now, I could go to Southern Savers, and I don't know if you know this or not, but you can actually use the item search on Southern Savers as a historical price list. So I can type in Viva towels, and I can tell it, tell me all the deals we've seen on Viva in the last month, and tell it to search. And I quickly can see we've had a lot of deals on Viva, 6-roll packs as well. So it lets me compare apples to apples. Across the board, everyone has had Viva 6-roll packs on sale for about $4 on time. And that's at a ton of stores. Just looking down the list, everyone's had them on sale for $4. Again, I go back to Amazon Pantry, the same 6-roll count, $7.63. So Amazon Pantry is not gonna win on most of these products. There can be moments where they do, and maybe for you it's just saving the trip to the store. You didn't have to go out, so could have some benefits there, but not as many coupons available for Amazon Pantry as there are for other options. And the best way, if you've never tried before, you can actually go to amazon.com/coupons. If you go to amazon.com/coupons, you'll see all of the current coupons that are out there right now, and you can kind of sort through them. But there are separate coupons in the categories. It actually says in the drop down of all coupons, it'll actually say by category, but Prime Pantry is its own category. So it's not as helpful in terms of I can't use everything with Prime Pantry. What do I think about Find and Save? That would be an app that I haven't heard of if we're talking apps. If it's a store, it's also a store I haven't heard of. Okay, here we go. I'm pulling it up just so I have a clue. Oh, okay. I have run across this one before. So Find and Save is really just a mobile app that has a whole bunch of weekly ads in it. And then they've put in some online sales as well. All they're doing is just aggregating mobile ads from the various websites and then throwing in some online deals to hopefully make some money to pay for the app. I don't know that you have to have that, but if you really like to have an ad in your hand, it could be helpful. For me, I tend to just grab the ads from the store's websites, or for some stores from their apps. And we haven't gotten there. I wanted to. I have one more minute. But there are some stores in particular that I would highly recommend using their apps if you're regularly in those stores. I've mentioned this one before, but Whole Foods, they're putting out some huge high-value coupons just to get you to get their app, kind of like Chick-fil-A and the free chicken sandwiches that we all got over the last couple of weeks. But Whole Foods, like this week, there's a $5 off $20 in fresh produce just to get the app. It's one of your weekly coupons, and every week there's different coupons. CVS is doing the exact same thing, specific coupons in the app. Plus, CVS is now letting you put all of your extra care bucks in the app, so I can go completely paperless if I want to. Target, using the Target Cartwheel app, and the Target mobile app. There are two, because we can't be easy here. But there are two. The Target mobile app actually has some Target store exclusive coupons in it, and the Cartwheel app, of course, has coupons with hundreds of coupons. But those are the three big ones that I would recommend in terms of store-specific apps to grab. Target, Whole Foods, and CVS. Everybody else has apps for their store, but most of them don't have anything exclusive in those apps. It's really that they've just taken their website and made it in a mobile form for you to have with you. And Darcy has another great idea in terms of keeping ads with you instead of the Find and Save, and that's the Flip app. It's an excellent place to get all of your ads in one place, is her comment, and I would agree with you on that. Flip can be great if you want to see an ad. They've really done a good job of making it a super easy app to use. Okay, we talked about a lot of mobile apps tonight. To recap really quickly before we hop off, favorites of all the ones that we talked about: SavingStar, Checkout 51, Ibotta, and MobiSave, though people are having some issues with MobiSave. The SavingStar, or the Southern Savers app, and then we talked about some other smaller or littler ones. Jennifer says she loves the Kroger app. Again, Kroger does have a helpful app, but they've really just taken everything that's on their mobile or on their website and kind of shrunk it down into mobile form. So not an app that I have to have, but it is helpful if you're regularly in a store to have those store offers right there in front of you. Okay, well, we're gonna go ahead and call it for today. We do this every Monday night from 8:30 to 9:30 and a different topic every week. I'm not quite sure what's up with Google Hangouts, but at least it kept me online the whole time this week. Where last week we had issues the whole time. And if I have to keep having people relay questions to me, then that works too. I can still kind of see what you're talking about in the chat room. But if you've got any questions between now and next week, always feel free to email me, Jenny@southernsavers.com. Send me a message through Facebook. You can send me a message through YouTube. However you want to get a hold of me, you will probably manage to do it. I hope you guys have a great week, and I will chat with you guys next week.